January 17, 1961. A small convoy of military vehicles drove into the Katanga bush as the sun set. Inside one vehicle, Patrice Lumumba, 35 years old. The man who had stood at a podium 6 months ago and made the Belgian king uncomfortable, was now being driven to his own execution. The execution was carried out by a Belgian police commissioner and a Congolese firing squad. Lumumba was stood against a tree. He refused a blindfold. 3 volleys. It was over. But that was not the end. The body was a problem. A grave could become a shrine could become a revolution, so they brought shovels and sulfuric acid. What they did over the next 2 days in that clearing, they did with their own hands. They dissolved him, until the first Prime Minister of the Congo no longer existed in any physical form. They wanted to erase him from history. They thought that by destroying the body, they could destroy the man. But they were wrong. One of the men who did this, Belgian police officer Gerard Soete, kept a souvenir. He kept one of Lumumba's teeth, and decades later, on Belgian television, he showed it to the camera, and he smiled. He was never charged with a crime. For 61 years, that tooth was all that remained of Patrice Lumumba, reduced to a trophy in a Belgian policeman's pocket. But here is what they did not understand. You cannot dissolve an idea in acid. You cannot shoot a vision. You cannot bury a truth in an unmarked grave, because the unmarked grave was theirs, not his. Lumumba's name was written on the streets of the world. Patrice Lumumba was a promise of dignity, a promise that Africa belonged to Africans, and that promise is being kept today. Every child who learns his name, every student who reads his words, they are the living remains of the man they tried to erase. In June 2022, 61 years later, Lumumba's family finally received his remains. A golden coffin, draped in the Congolese flag. Inside it, one tooth. That was all Belgium had left, one tooth. And the entire world watching. Because you can dissolve a body, but you cannot dissolve what a man stood for. Today, he is finally home. The Akan people of Ghana have a symbol called Sankofa, a bird flying forward, but with its head turned back. It means it is not wrong to go back and fetch what you forgot. Patrice Lumumba was a memory Africa was forced to forget. Today, you fetched him back. Share this story. Subscribe to African AI. We are just getting started.